A relatively new tourist destination, Vietnam has already won the hearts of travelers with its unique culture, amazing natural landscapes, and a rich variety of flora and fauna. They come here not only to see the sights of Vietnam with their own eyes, but also to rest their souls and get real relaxation. What should you include on your list of must-see places? Let's check out 10 best places to visit in Vietnam. Number 10. Mekong Delta. The southern part of the country, little explored by tourists, is distinguished by amazing nature. There are many interesting places here that are worth seeing with your own eyes. Excursions to Ho Chi Minh City in this region are low cost and are great for novice travelers. The Mekong Delta, located in the southern part of the country, is a truly exotic place. It attracts tourists like a magnet. To explore the attractions of Vietnam located here, it will take approximately 1-3 days. Ho Chi Minh City is located in the eastern part of the Delta, so it is not surprising that both tourists and locals love this place. Here, in this area, is the island of Phu Quoc. A trip along the river will provide the most positive impressions for a long time. After that, you can rent a junk and sail between the islands, of which there are many. Each of them is interesting in itself. For example, you can visit a factory that produces coconut candies. At the beginning of your trip around the Delta, you can take a leisurely stroll along the shores where the floating houses of the local residents are located. Number 9. Ha Long Bay. The country is famous for its unique landscapes, original cuisine, and quite interesting history. The sights of Vietnam will amaze even the most experienced travelers. One example is Ha Long Bay. According to an ancient legend, a large dragon once lived in the place where the bay is now located. One day, leaving traces of its powerful paws and tail on the ground, the monster went into the sea. The hollows filled with water over time. All that remained on the surface was the land where the dragon had not set foot. This is what has survived to this day. Now, these islands are the main decoration of the bay. The bay occupies about 1,500 square kilometers. On its territory, there are countless caves, rocks, and cliffs. Is it worth talking about the islands, of which, according to scientists, there are more than 3,000? Number 8. Monkey Island. The attractions of Vietnam can be listed for a long time. These are architectural, religious, and cultural monuments. This also includes the incredible beauty of nature. Each of the significant places has its own special history. One example is Monkey Island, located about 20 kilometers from Nha Trang. This attraction gets its name from the large number of monkeys that live there. According to scientists, there are about 2,000 of them on the island. In the past, there was a nursery on the island. Animals were bred there for further shipment to different countries of the world. Afterwards, the nursery was closed, and hundreds of monkeys became full owners of the entire island. Almost all of them are friendly towards tourists. Monkeys happily take treats from people's hands, allowing them to take a photo with them as a souvenir. But sometimes they can show aggression, snatching cameras, food, glasses, etc. from their hands. In addition to interacting with animals, tourists have many more options for what to see in Vietnam. They can enjoy relaxing on local beaches, shopping, and try Vietnamese dishes in restaurants. Monkey Island has everything you need for a good holiday for both adults and children. Number 7. White Dunes and Lotus Lake. When going on a trip, it is advisable to plan your route in advance and decide which attractions of Vietnam you would like to see. One of the interesting places is the White Dunes and Lotus Lake, located in the vicinity of the village of Mui Ni. The distance from this small town to the destination of the trip is about 30 kilometers. The most convenient way to overcome it is on a bike, which you can rent here. If you wish, you can book a tour here. If a tourist comes to vacation in the country for the first time and still doesn't know what to visit in Vietnam, then you need to go straight here. It is better to start the journey in the morning. In this case, you will not have to travel the entire route in the heat. There is a fee to enter the White Dunes, but the ticket costs only 15,000 Vietnamese dongs. The incredibly beautiful picture that appears before your eyes completely justifies both the long journey and the money spent. The spectacle is so incredible that it seems that the person is not in Vietnam, but in the African desert. There are almost no people here, and you can think about your own things in solitude and enjoy the solitude. In the middle of the dunes is the Lotus Lake, surprising with the beauty of its delicate flowers. Number 6. Golden Bridge. The Golden Bridge is definitely worthy of being included in the top attractions of Vietnam, the newest object that appeared in the summer of 2018. The golden-colored bridge hangs over a picturesque mountain landscape at an altitude of 1,400 meters above sea level, so throughout its entire 150 meters you can lean on the railing and look at the panoramas of the Bana Hill mountainous area. By the way, this place was a favorite recreation area of the French authorities ruling here at the beginning of the last century. The entire bridge structure rests on the edge of a leafy rock and from a distance looks like a strip of gold floating above the treetops and going somewhere into the sky. Number 5. Forbidden Purple City. Something interesting in Vietnam can also be found in the city of Hue. Just look at the so-called Forbidden Purple City, an excursion to which takes you to a completely different time 5 centuries ago. At this time, a beautiful palace complex was created, intended for the family of the emperor and his concubines. During its existence, the palace town managed to become famous for its unprecedented luxury, which only emperors and their close associates could afford. Unfortunately, the war with the United States caused significant damage to the town, as a result of which most of the buildings were destroyed. Today, tourists have the opportunity to visit some of the surviving parts of the complex. For example, the restored Royal Theater, the Imperial Library, as well as one of the buildings that houses a collection of imperial clothing and ancient photographs. Number 4. Hanoi. Conventionally, Vietnam can be divided into northern, southern, and central parts. And if the southern cities are famous for their excellent conditions for beach holidays, resort towns, and tropical climate, then the north of Vietnam is known for its pristine nature and ancient architectural monuments. What to see in Hanoi? In fact, this northern city is home to many interesting places, including the Hanoi Citadel, the largest landmark in the country by area. On the territory of the fortress, you can visit a lot of buildings from different times, palaces, gates, museums, a number of archaeological sites. Excavations are ongoing here to this day. The year of foundation of the citadel is considered to be 1010, and for many years it served as the political center of the country. However, the oldest surviving structure today is the foundation of Kin Thien Palace, founded in 1467. Number 3. Marble Mountains. One of the most visited places in central Vietnam is located a few kilometers from Da Nang. Right in the middle of the flat terrain, there are 5 cliffs overgrown with trees and bushes. The Marble Mountains got their name due to the fact that marble was once mined in this area, and even earlier these were islands in the middle of the sea. Today, in these mountains, you can visit a number of interesting objects. For example, observation platforms from the heights of which you can admire panoramas of the city. Currently, only one of the mountains is equipped for tourism, the highest Thuy Son. There are walking paths, steps, places for rest, and entire rooms with decorative lighting in the caves. Number 2. Lake of the Returned Sword. The top Vietnamese attractions in Hanoi are complemented by a quiet, cozy, and peaceful corner located in the heart of the city, Lake of the Returned Sword. In opposite parts of the lake, 2 small islands rise, according to legend. This is the body and head of a giant turtle, which once handed the emperor the sword with which he defeated the Chinese army and revived the ruling Le family. On island, representing the head of a turtle, the Turtle Tower of the late 19th century was erected, which was built by one noble man to bury the ashes of his father. The graceful tower is especially transformed in the evenings when the mesmerizing lighting lights up inside it. Number 1. Vinpearl Amusement Park. Among the places for entertainment and recreation, there is also something to see in Vietnam. Phan Thiet, for example, is famous for its beach infrastructure, and water sports can be enjoyed in Nha Trang. By the way, in the same Nha Trang, you can also visit the large amusement park Vinpearl, which is as popular here as the Chinese Disneyland in Hong Kong. It is located on Han Che Island, where you can take a cable car. Vinpearl's entertainment includes a luxurious water park with a variety of slides, an aquarium with exotic sea creatures fed by scuba divers, a hall with slot machines, a show of singing fountains, rides on a mountain electric sleigh, and much more. You can take advantage of all the possibilities of the amusement park by purchasing a round-trip ticket for the funicular in advance, which includes not only travel, but also unlimited access to attractions for one day.